Time to get ready for the Larry and Needles Show.
Hey everybody, how's it going out there in computer world? Welcome to the Larry and Needles Show. I'm Larry.
And I'm Needles.
It's really good to be here on this green,
I don't know about that.
God's green earth today.
Day today, right?
Man, it's the weather you're talking about?
Yeah, the weather.
Sucked balls, man.
Every day is good above ground.
Yeah, but the weather sucked
Yeah,
today.
but I mean, that's what happens. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been nice out for the last couple of days. So
I
we
ain't
can't
complaining.
complain. No, I mean, we'll find something to complain about.
You know.
Usually your government.
If you were homeless, man, this is like one of the best Novembers you could ask
Oh
for.
yeah, definitely, because it's a lot shittier in some other places right now. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you know what I mean? Tough to blow dudes and
Oh man, this shit is still foaming.
that's crazy. It's been over, I mean, almost a week, close to a week. It's tough to, give head in the alley while it's in the blizzard out.
Yeah.
But you got to do what you got to do.
And they do what they got to do.
Huh? You
They
gotta,
do what they
make that
do.
money. Should we start with the feel good story?
Yeah.
How about New York shutting it down its libraries on Sundays now to compensate for the migrants and the rat patrol and all these other things that they have to cut back spending on because the migrants need to be housed and they have to keep them going.
Wait. So they only need housing on Sunday?
No, they're shutting down the libraries on Sunday now
Yeah.
to save money for the city.
Oh.
So then
I
they
see.
don't have to, so they could, which doesn't make any sense
It
to
doesn't
me.
seem like going to save that much money closing
Well,
down the libraries
There
one day
were
a week.
multiple things there were multiple budget cuts.
Yeah.
But how is the irony of that you're closing down something that these people, the migrants, might use? I don't know, but
Doubt it.
people from New York City probably regularly use. I mean, granted, you see a lot of homeless dudes whacking off in there.
Yeah. I thought that's what it was for.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a place to go. The toilet. I mean, imagine what the bathroom's got to be like.
Somewhere
They
to
probably
hide.
have to have a guard in there.
Yeah. Somewhere to hide at night and fucking find a nice little corner and go to sleep.
No, you can't. Yeah, they don't.
Lots of bums lived in libraries.
Well,
man,
I don't know
over
about
the years.
nowadays.
Wow.
I don't know what the exact statistics on that are, Larry.
It's ideal circumstances because when they come in the morning, everybody's so fucking quiet. Nobody's jarring you awake. You're nice and...
Yeah, but when you got all those bags and shit and all that other stuff, you think a homeless man sleeps soundly?
Well, the homeless guy that I read about at the time, and this is going back at least 25 years. The motherfucker was had his shit hidden up in the ceiling.
Oh,
yeah.
Surprised they didn't smell it.
He had all kinds of shit. I
Probably
think that
smelled
might
like
have
an
been
Indian dumpster in that
I think
place.
that might have been how he got
The
busted.
indicator.
Yeah.
Smells like something died up there. No, it's just
Yeah.
shit on jeans from a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It's actually the fragrance that the guy wears. Shit on jeans.
Uday shit.
Exactly.
And
Uday toilet.
the Uday, wasn't he Saddam Hussein's son too? Uday? I think it was Uday,
yeah,
right?
Uday Hussein.
It was Uday, and then there was another one.
Dude, that motherfucker had like 90 sons.
Probably,
Yes.
yeah. I mean, he
He
got to
did.
sow a seed.
He did.
Okay. I don't know. All I know about is the two that were killed that were killed together.
Yeah. Well, when you have that many kids, you got...
Hierarchies.
Yes. I mean, there's one... You know how like a parent might say to a kid, oh, I love you guys all the same.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit. But there's
Susie,
there's
you bitch
few
too
enough
much.
kids where they could hide it, you know.
Yeah.
When you have, 80 kids, you know who the top few are.
Do you think they had a special one that was touched by God? And he was just as ruthless as him, but he was
Probably.
he was all silly at the same time.
Probably.
Like he carried a lollipop and wore one of those spinny hats. But he was just taking people out.
Ordered your death
While eating
while eating a fucking...
on a big
while
wheel.
blowing a pinwheel.
Yeah, there you go.
Fucking... Execute him. Get me another blow
The slide
pop.
whistle.
Exactly.
It's a silly execution.
Yeah.
That's all right though. But no, getting back to the migrant shit, is very funny that. What are you doing?
This
Lowski's?
nicotine blast.
Nose beers.
Yeah, nose beers.
Okay, just making sure.
This shit is great.
What's that? Oh yeah,
It's
I forgot
nicotine
you got that
glass.
nicotine shit. That's which is a crazy way in ingesting it. I figured you more for an anal guy, but
Yeah, well,
you're gonna use your big schnoz of yours
Yeah.
to suck something in.
yeah.
Getting
Shout
back
out to Georgie out there in Colorado. We got a
Someone
new
listen?
listener. Yeah, he's
Oh,
gonna
nice.
listen.
Awesome. Shout out.
He told me to give him a shout out, so I said I will, motherfucker.
There you go.
Me and Georgie were in the
Send us a
best
check.
punk rock band that ever existed, the Rock and Roll Abortions, and even Needles could attest to we really were the best fucking
In the cat's
band.
pajamas.
Yeah.
But what do I know about music?
Well, you don't have to know anything.
Yeah, that's just what you like.
You know about violence.
Oh, I know a lot about violence.
That's why you like the band.
I mean, who doesn't know about violence? Either you're part of it or you're not. Or nowadays you're just indoctrinated into
That's
it.
it,
into the,
baby.
you know, Facebook
That's
showing
it.
you bullshit. Everything. There's violence all around you. Just like what was that? Was that Eddie Money? That it's what sells on the evening news. Dirty Laundry.
That's not Eddie Money. It's Glenn Fry.
Glenn Fry.
Or one of those Eagle guys.
Oh, okay.
Don Henley or Glenn Fry. One of those two.
I mean, that's what
So,
sells.
kick them
man.
when they're up, kick them when they're down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how
That's a
everything is
good
right now.
one, man.
Well, how about that? Did you read that article I sent you about Israel claiming that its own helicopters killed people at the rave
Yes.
and shot some houses?
Yes.
Because when you look at those initial videos like that, it's
And-
not small arms fired.
No, and I also said it. How are they going to sneak in on them with fucking hang gliders and parasails? It doesn't even make
Paraglider.
fucking sense. Yeah, it's like, come on. How stupid. And everyone just laps it up. Okay, yeah, tell us some more. Tell us some more
Well,
bullshit.
I think people are kind of done with it now.
Yeah.
There's sort of the sentiment of the crazy thing is that Kiki sent us that thing where it's like the Democrats are so oblivious to what's going on that if Donald Trump isn't in the news or isn't said on your channel, you're not relevant to some extent.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
guy is
He's
captivating.
He's the ratings machine, man.
Yeah.
They hate him, but they have to fucking give him time because without him, they're shit.
Well, it's just like the old saying is just give them enough rope and see what they do with it. And I mean, we're at the point right now where it's like, man, who's getting hung here? It's definitely not the Dems. It's the people. The American people are the ones that get hung,
every
man. It's like,
time, dude.
trying
What
to
the
buy a
fuck
house?
do you think?
now's not a good time to buy a house.
Georgie was
Buy a
telling me
car,
where he's out there in the middle, I don't know, he's not really a big city. He's in not really a great suburb either. He's paying $2,600 a month for fucking apartment rent.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, that thing's got
for
to
an
be the Taj
apartment.
Mahal.
No.
Come
it's-
on.
No.
Then that's just bad business. $2,600.
I guess
man?
it's that much money out there, dude.
Well, I don't know where it's at, but I know it's in Colorado. But 26.
Close to
I mean,
Denver.
because that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it is Colorado, and it's sort of like, I'm sure the median income is way more than.
But for him, he's like, I didn't get to he's like, I didn't get to go skiing, go in the mountains or anything one fucking time because I'm working my ass off so much just to fucking.
To pay man,
Yeah,
$2,600 for rent.
That's
That's
steep.
outrageous, man.
It's fucked up.
I got a fucking steal on my place, so I can't imagine.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
26. I have paid $900 for 1,000 square foot almost. And so 2,600 is my place has got to be almost as big as his probably.
Probably somewhere like that.
That's crazy. Well, you know what? Thanks, Democrats. Not even Joe Biden. He doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Right.
Oh, happy birthday to Big Joe.
Oh man.
81,
Don't
right?
call him Big Joe.
Well, that's because of the headline.
Let's call him Genocide
Joe.
Joe.
Stupid Joe.
I like
pedophile
genocide.
Joe.
Yeah, pedophile Joe, genocide
Kid
Joe.
sniffer Joe. Man, this guy.
He is a sniffing kid sniffing
Kid
motherfucker.
sniffing machine, dude. Let me tell you, he can't. I mean, he did. Did you see the shit he did the other day with that little girl?
No.
You didn't see that? Where she was sitting at the table and he walked over her.
yeah.
And he's like, oh,
He was
are you
hitting on her.
He's like,
He
are
was
you
fucking
17?
hitting on her.
And she's like, no, I'm 6. Like, what's wrong with you, dude? You're the president. Have some decorum. At least
Dude,
do it in the fucking Oval
I'm
Office like
surprised
Clinton.
I'm surprised he didn't fucking pull it out and start fucking beating it, man.
No,
the guy was fucking really, really.
He's
It
got-
was fucking weird, dude.
I don't think that
If that was my kid, I'd be like, "Get the fuck away from my
Oh,
kid, you fucking pervert!"
I would have choked that bitch right out
Oh
on
my
stage.
God.
Man. Like, are you hitting on my daughter?
Yeah,
Pretty
I mean,
weird, man.
what the fuck is
And
wrong
there's
with
a
that?
camera on him, and he's got a microphone, and he's like,
Oh, what a pervert!
and I mean,
What
how
a
the fuck does
fucking
this guy
pervert.
stay up?
It's unbelievable.
It really is. Like, I work my ass off every day, and I'm tired. This guy's just fucking. I mean, he's doing a little kid two-step over there.
I know. He's all tired and sleepy.
Yeah.
He sees a kid out of the corner of his eyes. He comes to life. He
Yeah,
wants to
he's a real
sniff that kid
creepazoid,
so
man.
bad.
I mean, it's just like what's happening. I hope what'll probably happen is like what's happening with Israel. Where everybody's starting to turn against Israel now.
Yeah, yeah.
Like soon, everybody's gonna start turning against fucking Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, well, everybody already hates
Creepy Joe.
Netanyahu.
What's that?
All the people already hate
Oh.
Netanyahu over there.
Yeah, but when you're
And here's the thing, man.
What's the thing, lady?
Everybody already knew. Most people already knew what an idiot Biden was, and now even the people that voted for him
hey, switch the other camera.
have to.
What are you doing?
Oh man, I didn't even realize.
Shit, dude.
No big deal. Even the people that
One job, two
voted
jobs.
for him.
We've already come to this conclusion.
Had-
The second step, you always
Yeah,
bumble,
they
or
even
it's too lazy.
No, they even realize, hey man, I fucked up, and some of them are even able to admit it. Hey
Yeah.
man, maybe I shouldn't have voted for this motherfucker. And now all these left wing comedy guys like Bill Maher and shit are coming forward and saying, oh, you know, Biden's bad, and he's telling his people basically, don't vote for this motherfucker again, please, no matter what you do.
Well, because how much worse can it? Who are they going to put up? That dude Newsom?
Yeah,
I mean, this
yeah.
is really the. I mean,
slimy,
the
greasy
funny
motherfucker.
thing is that people vote for this like whole democratic farce. I think like democracy, Democrats,
yeah.
democracy. It's for the kids and this and that. But
Well-
it's like, man, they've already ruined our kids for us.
Well, we really
Like,
don't have a
irreparable
democracy.
things. Oh no, I'm just saying I'm saying they assimilate democracy and Democrats. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, at the same time, it's like as we talked about this before. When you're you're young, you're a Democrat. You get older, you're a Republican.
Yeah, but they also always twist the meanings of all the words anyway.
Yeah,
so
just like
you know,
Biden twisting kid nips.
yeah, you think it's
He's
good.
a real perv. I mean, it runs in his family. Look at his
yeah,
son.
yeah, yeah.
It's hereditary to some
Yeah.
extent.
And I mean, if you saw the, I don't know if you saw the Ashley Biden diary. Did you ever read any of that?
No, I've heard
man.
snippets of it.
You know, she took inappropriate showers with Pedo Joe. Pedo
Oh, well.
Pete is actually what they call him for
Well,
his nickname
I
around the
mean,
house.
Those guys in high positions of power are known to have a proclivity for weird things. So
Do they though? I
yes,
mean,
they do. It's been
something's
proven.
wrong.
The Franklin scandal has been proven that there was an underground child sex ring. Jeffrey Epstein's island. Come on,
Yeah, but
Jesus,
that has
we're-
nothing to do with guys in power. That's
What are
just
you
because they
talking
got
about?
money and they're able to do it.
You
The other
saw-
people become serial killers and fucking
You
things
saw
like that.
You saw the flight logs of these people that were flying. You're gonna tell me there wasn't just Joe the plumber going there?
No.
Not at all. There were these higher echelon of people that they were trying to blackmail, or they were trying to plot to blackmail other people. That's all it is. It's a government psyop as usual. You know, Epstein got busted for doing horrible shit. We'll let you go.
But
Just
you-
put these cameras in your place and lure these people to your fucking house and make them do weird shit.
Well, I don't think they had to make them do anything. That's the problem.
Well, but here's a bunch of booze. Here's a bunch of drugs. Here's some women. Some of them might be underage. We're gonna play underage roulette. You know, you're so fucked up. You don't know what's going on. I mean, come on. You know what a honeypot is?
yeah.
I mean, today, would you just all of a sudden hit your head yesterday? Huh? No. Okay.
well,
I mean, there's gonna be villains always,
Yeah.
no matter what. And
Yeah.
people, and the problem is that
but
once-
just because they're in power doesn't mean they want to fuck kids. It just so happens that.
Are you okay today? Did those words just come out of your mouth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because they're in power, it just so happens that a lot of those motherfuckers are sick, and that's
Yeah.
how they roll.
Definitely are sick and twisted
It doesn't mean
individuals.
every single guy in power
Well,
is
no,
a fucking...
I mean, come on.
Yeah,
you know I
that's
didn't
all.
mean every single guy.
That's all I'm
But
saying.
you took that too literally.
Most of
Larry.
them, though, yeah.
Yeah, well, there's more than you think.
Well,
I mean,
obviously...
First of all, there's flight logs with all these people that are on there, and you can prove that these people went to this place that was known to be associated with bringing young girls there.
I had the fucking...
But the problem is these people still are. Nobody's getting charged. Nothing has come out against these people about who was on the island or who did this and who did that, how they were tied together.
No.
It's
really wild.
It really is amazing that these institutions were started to better our government.
And I'll tell you why you don't have all those lists and all those connections. It's because the people that are on those lists are the people high up in power, and they're not going to let that shit get out into the public.
It already
man.
did. A little bit of it leaked. And
Yeah,
there's still
but
hearsay. Or, I mean, they had those, Jesus, 0 for 2.
well, it's pretty far away. It
They
is-
had, what do you call it? They've had people that have come forward and said things about that. And there's been pictures of Epstein getting on planes with young kids.
Yeah.
And what happened in Florida.
Well, I'm not saying that didn't happen. I'm just saying.
What are you saying?
It's obvious they got pictures of him getting on planes with young kids. That was what his thing was. But the list of the names and all that, I mean, you see partial lists. Like, I got a couple pages Mr. X sent me, and on that page, there was a couple of people of interest, and one of them was Mick Jagger. I can't remember the other guy.
Well, those guys are notorious for liking underage girls.
Yeah, and the phone numbers were there, so we called them. And, of course, the numbers were changed.
Well, yeah, if your name, those logs were old as hell, too.
Yeah.
But, the Rolling Stones... all those
Perverts.
bands, well, all of them were. They made movies about, Almost Famous is about these guys in bands having underage girls around them.
Is it?
Yeah. They were called Band-Aids. They were groupies. You know what I mean?
I saw the movie, but it was so
It's an
long
amazing
ago, I
movie.
don't remember.
It's so good. But it goes, they made a movie about this, about, fiction to the umpth degree, right? If it's right in front of your face, if they're making movies about it, it's been going on for
Oh,
a lot
dude.
longer
Fuck
than,
yeah.
It's
Fuck
like
yeah.
it's all of a sudden, and they wrote books about
That's
this
their
shit.
thing, man.
Like they've written books about it. People have come forward. Steven Tyler had a 13-year-old.
Oh,
her
man,
parents
he's
signed a
the
13-year-old
biggest
girl over.
dirtbag.
Iggy
Ted
Pop did the
Nugent.
same thing. These guys are all.
Did he? Did
yeah.
Iggy Pop do that, really?
Yeah, Iggy Pop is involved in that.
That fucker.
But what do you expect? That's what these guys did.
Man, I like Iggy.
Like you said, drugs, alcohol, young women. You go to a barbershop enough
Sign
times,
me
you're
up.
going to get a haircut.
That's right.
That's only. That analogy kind of encompasses that whole thing, right? That it's just. It's you might be able to. It's just like if somebody kept on bringing drugs over, you're going to say no, and then.
Okay.
Yeah, and then finally you're gonna fucking break down. That's why I can't hang out with some people.
Yeah.
Because they're what do you call it?
I wouldn't let him come over either.
Who?
I'd say whoever had the drugs, I'd say, no, I don't want to get high, but you
Just
gotta
leave 'em at the
leave,
front door.
motherfucker.
I'll get high by myself. I just don't want you around.
No.
Which is
Drugs
funny.
are bad. Larry and Needle Show does not condone the use of drugs, people. It is fucking not good for you.
Where's that joint at?
Oh,
We had it somewhere.
I got a joint, man.
Oh, nice. Well, we might as well smoke that. This is legal though, so technically.
I got my Royal Flush.
Are we going to
Looks
the
like
artistic corner already?
Grand Royal. We could. I got a good autistic corner today.
I just don't want to get too ripped before Krav.
You know, I always have some cool fucking vintage
You got a
thing.
roach or just gonna spark that thing? Because I don't want to get ripped before Krav.
Okay, I'll light a shorter one.
Yeah.
Needles is a fucking wuss.
No, I just want to. I don't want to be too stoned when I go choke you out tonight.
He's gonna be fucking high, and the fucking.
Oh, when you walk in there, it totally fucking exasperates it by a billion. Like it's
Yeah.
it's like It's just lights and a mat.
Yeah, it's like when you're a little kid and you're getting high with your cousins and you don't realize how high you are until you walk back into the room where everybody's parents are, and it's like, yeah,
and everybody's sober except me and Larry.
man.
Or Larry and I. And then there's a huge mirror that goes the whole length of the room, and it's like,
so you
now
can
I'm
see
looking
how
at
fucked
myself
up you
all
look.
stoned. I barely listen. Like looking at myself, let alone listen to myself talk. I don't need that, Larry. I need the joint.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Looks like you've partaken in some bong hits today.
So today's Autistic Corner is a really amazing,
Welcome to Larry's Autistic Corner.
real amazing little trinket.
Okay.
This is something I found at my grandfather's house when he croaked, and I didn't know what the fuck it was, but I knew it was something because it was in his bedroom in one of the drawers, and all the other junk was spread all over the house. So I knew this had some kind of use.
Or it was important to him.
Yeah.
Well, what is it?
Well, I'm going to show you.
Okay.
This is from the back.
Larry's Autistic Corner
Back
camera.
in the day when you had to use a payphone, they had things like this, and the payphone cost a dime. Mm-hmm. And what this thing is the dimes slide into the little slots.
It's like the guy from the
and
train.
They stack
the
up
conductor.
just like the conductor, except it only holds dimes, and it's got 3 slots.
Mm-hmm. It's just like my phone.
It holds about, I don't know, 6 dimes on each slot. It's got 1 on each end and 1 in the middle. And it's probably for a guy that has a problem.
1 in the rear.
Yeah. It's probably for like a guy that would have a problem gambling and has to run to the phone and make a bet on, Seabiscuit in the 8th or
actually,
whatever.
No, that's actually cool because that's people who don't like lose change in their fucking pocket.
And it's kind of a cool thing. And then also when it's loaded with dimes, it's quite heavy.
It's a weapon.
It would be better probably for a woman to have in her purse or something. But my dad said this was a common thing back in the day. And like I said, it's got the 3 slots, 1 on each end. One
More
in the
like
middle.
you, Larry.
Needles is fucking getting turned on by this description.
Yeah.
You can't see him. He's closing his eyes
It's
right
just
now.
funny that as soon as it came out of your mouth, you knew I was going to say something.
Yeah, here you go. I know you want to check it out. Okay. And it's that's what that is. I don't know what the name of it is, but I could tell you
Thank you.
that it was made in Newark, New Jersey, and the company was called Gemco.
It's actually really cool.
I didn't look it up or anything.
I mean, let me tell you.
That's cool, isn't it?
The ingenuity of people back then, and like this, because you don't just want to have fucking change rattling around in your pocket, man.
Yeah, and dimes were very important because you needed it to make a phone call.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I mean,
and that's pretty cool.
How many dimes does this thing hold? But
it holds about 6 on each lane.
No, they had so
on each
much
stack.
each slot. They had so much shit going on, like a pocket watch. I mean, with the chain going. I mean, there's a whole accoutrement that goes with that.
Yeah.
And like the things that they made for like easy day living, like you take that for granted now.
This is kind of in the same category, except maybe a little more useful. Well, it depends who you are, I guess. If you're a degenerate gambler or a housewife.
Well, usually you go to the bookie. That's if you were in the mob, maybe.
My little kitchen thing, my shopping list disc thing.
Oh, okay.
This is kind of in that same category.
Yeah, like something that really you don't need, but it's like a specialized thing. It's not like for everyday. Well, that's for everyday use. So technically, the grocery thing is, but it's not like just one more thing to put.
But back in the day, if you needed to make a call, nobody had a cell phone in case anybody that's young enough to not remember those days. You actually had a fucking stop off, getting out of your car or whatever, and go to a payphone.
And that's if the other people had a phone.
Yeah, jack money into that thing and then make your call and have to know the number already in your head or have it written down. Probably not having it written down, though.
Well,
we used to know all those numbers, man.
And back then they were smaller. I think because there weren't as many people using the phones. I don't know if they had.
Well, the numbers were smaller because you didn't have to dial an area code every single time.
I don't think they had area codes.
When you were dialing an area code, it was far away.
Yeah,
Somewhere
well-
very far away.
Very, very interesting shit what old school stuff is, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because now people consider it's so funny how it's all cyclical, how everything's vintage, and I'm fine right now. It always comes back into fashion.
Yeah, that dime thing's never coming back.
No, that's definitely obsolete now.
Yeah.
Like there's no, I mean, I don't even know what you could put in there. Maybe pills.
No, you couldn't even do
That
that.
spring is too strong, probably.
If you used dimes for guitar picks, you could use it as a guitar pick holder.
Yeah, you could do that.
But that's kind of like how it's designed too, like one of those pick things that I have. I'm stuck on one of my guitars where they come shuffling out, kind of like how the cigarette thing at 7-Eleven. You pull the one and then the next pack's ready to go. The gas station when you're buying cigarettes or whatever.
You can't even steal them. Well, you could, but you
Reach
have to
around this
strong
way.
arm them, and then
No, you don't.
And then since you're white,
Pete used to do it all the
and
time.
then since you're white, you'll probably get 30 years in jail.
Pete used to do it all the time.
Okay, well,
He was great at it.
I know, but I'm just saying, if you're good at something, you might as well stick with
Yeah,
it, right?
yeah.
I love, you know what I love?
He was great at it.
Listen to this story's pretty funny.
Let's hear it, man. By the way, people out there in computer land,
Like, follow, subscribe.
yeah, we got some real cool Larry and Needles merch. We got pill bottles,
You can put your joints in it.
T-shirts,
Put your pills in it.
fucking stickers. We got all kinds of cool shit.
Yeah, send us an
Oh.
email and an address. We'll send you some merch, dude. We make it all in house, so we can make it kind of fucked up. Oh, listen to this.
That's
man.
it. And go ahead. I want to
Well,
hear it. No, go ahead.
Okay. A parrot got detained for yelling police to warn its owners about a drug raid.
Oh yeah,
I love a good. This is a feel good story.
that
definitely.
sucks.
What country you think it was from?
Mexico.
Brazil.
Okay. I
Parrot
knew it
in
was a
Brazil.
Hispanic country.
A parrot in Brazil was taken into custody for aiding crack cocaine dealers.
Nice.
I mean, if that isn't a mouthful of a sentence,
That's
I mean that
fucking
just
great.
goes to speak about Brazil. I mean, and this thing was it was like a macaw sort of.
Yeah, that's great. Like on the Three Stooges when the parrot solved the crime in court. Read the note. Read the note.
okay.
You know.
Okay. So
Disorder in the court. That's the name of the episode.
So it had nearly foiled the police drug bust by warning its owners of their arrival.
That is awesome.
The officers were trained to deal with guard dogs, but who keeps a guard parrot? I love how they describe Brazil. When you think of Brazil, what do you think of?
Man, I think of party.
I just think of ghetto.
Well, yeah.
That's what I think of.
But I also think of a good old time.
Those
I think
favelas?
of drugs and women.
This is what we need Kiki here for.
Yeah, I've been to
loves
South
Brazil.
America, man. I love Brazil
Brazil.
too, but I have not even been there. But I could tell you one thing. If I was to go there, I would probably want to not fucking come back. That's what happens to me every time I go to some place like that.
Yeah, but you're married.
I know. That's the only thing that drags me back. I
And
tell my
Boys
wife,
Town.
And Boys Town. Well, dude, they got Boys Towns out there. Are you kidding?
Not like
Boys Town's a stone's throw from wherever you are at
here.
any
I'll take your
given
word
time.
for it.
Yeah,
Just like MLK
trust me.
Boulevard, right?
Exactly. They got that, and they got that. Trust me.
Okay.
But so
I'll
you
take
know,
your
they
word for it.
I partied my ass off when I was in South America, and I fucking loved it, man. I felt like at least 15 years younger than I actually was, and it probably would have fucking knocked at least 15, 20 years off of my life if I would have stayed there. But it would
You're
have been
doing a pretty
fucking
good job here, though.
yeah, but it would have been worth it. Yeah,
It's just because the drugs were cheaper.
that's it.
That's all it
That's
was.
It.
The drugs are cheaper.
It was very cheap.
So
It was awesome. I loved it.
I didn't give the parrot's name, which I'm pissed about.
Polly?
Well, I would tell you if they gave me its name.
Polly
if you
would
want to
be
just
good.
yell out names like Autistic Larry does, then that's fine. You can do that. So, in its home in the low-income community of Villa Irma Dolce, the parrot yelled out, "Mama, the police!"
Nice.
when the police arrived on the scene. It was perched inside a small one-story home with no windows in the front.
Holy fuck.
So this parrot really wanted to stay. Like, it could just go as it pleased. But, I mean, it must have seen some cool... Think about that. Okay, so now this parrot is, say, like, woken. It's not woke, but I'm trying to look for the word. You know what I mean? Like
politically correct?
No. But I mean, he can speak. So he
Yeah.
understands what he's seeing, and in his brain he can process it.
Yeah.
So he's processing. So imagine what's going on. This bird is just watching crack deals all day long,
And here's
people smoking crack.
Yeah.
And
the other thing is the police.
And he wants to stay. So,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, maybe he fucking gets some hits blown in his face.
Maybe he gets the parrot high.
Yeah.
That's whoa.
Here's the other thing, though.
Cracked out parrot.
The cops are accusing the parrot of putting two and two together. They're accusing him of being able to cognitively think, okay, the cops are here. I'm going to warn my people, which is pretty crazy in itself.
That's
when
what
you
I'm
think
saying,
about
that
it.
he could come to that.
But that the cops are actually going to
like,
hold him for that, because usually they could just say, hey, man, he just says that shit.
How do you train a bird to know what the cops look like? You have to do like some fucking, what's that called? Freudian shit, you know? To like,
show pictures of
here's
him.
the cop, Pablo. When you see the cop, do this. Here's the, you know what I mean? Like, it's just got to be over time. And then this thing is a fucking, man, let me tell you, he's fucking cooler than some of those dudes on the first 48.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
but
know?
the thing is, he actually probably does put it together. Oh, man, here's the cops. My people are fucking around. I'm going to warn them.
But, I mean, it was a
That's
one-story
pretty
shack.
kick-ass, man.
With no windows in the front.
Man, imagine people how much they love a cat or a dog. Imagine if you had a bird that saved you in situations like that.
Well, they didn't get saved. They still got arrested.
I know.
But
you'd
I know
still
what you mean,
love
though.
that
I mean,
little
yeah, that
fucker.
thing's awesome. Now he's fucked, though.
You'd be
now
like, oh,
he's
man.
like, can I get my bird back? They're like, no. Like, what the fuck?
They're not giving him his bird
No, they're
back?
holding him for now. Because they got arrested, so they're not out of jail yet.
Right.
Brazil actually has laws where they hold you in
Right.
jail and they don't release you. You know, not like the United States, the most comfortable country in the world, where everybody's just so dang comfortable.
I can't go to jail. There's not a safe space there
Yeah,
for
or
me.
the food's bad, or I'm a vegan,
Yeah, I'm a vegan.
or I have money. You know, or lately now it's
I need
no
a
cash
sex
bails.
change.
Well, no, you just go to the doctor for that. Now, taxpayers will pay for that.
Oh, man.
Oh, is that? Is that
That's
Mary's
my
phone?
wife's phone. My wife. Very nice.
His wife's phone is connected to the computer.
Yeah, I just declined her call.
She called you?
No,
Oh,
that was
that's it.
someone calling her.
So, the best is the quote from the police. They're like, he must have been trained for this, said one officer involved in the operation. As soon as the police got close, he started shouting.
Oh, man.
So
That is a wonderful little fucking bird.
Isn't that great, man?
Yeah.
Usually birds are dicks, too.
Yeah,
Shit on you, they
yeah.
bite you. They're not really loving.
Hey, they'll shit on your car on purpose. Like, they'll see someone they like and don't like, and they will shit on which car is, They pick and choose. They don't just shit willy-nilly. They say, that guy's cool. I'm not going to shit on his car. Or that guy, he's a fucking dick. I'm going to fuck his windshield up. Shit like that.
Isn't it good luck to get bird shit on you? I think people have said that. I've heard that before.
I think they just tell you that to make you feel better, because you get bird shits on you, and then to calm you down, they say, "Oh, yeah, that's good luck, I heard, man." Oh, really? And then you don't want to kill someone anymore.
Well, usually it's at the most inopportune time to get shit on.
Well,
also. Like you're going to a wedding.
Yeah.
You're walking
Is
into
there an
work.
opportune time to get shit on?
Well,
though?
yeah, like you just left the gym and you're going home to shower.
Oh yeah, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can't. What do you call it? Yeah, I mean, granted, being shit on by any animal, getting your own shit on your hand is horrible. You know?
By any animal, it's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, especially humans, the worst
Yeah.
animal of all.
Yeah.
What
It's
do you call it?
horrible.
I'm looking up to see if bird shit's good luck. You can.
And yet you pay for it over and over.
Many ancient culprits. Okay, whatever. Yeah, it's saying the spiritual significance. I don't know.
The spiritual
I don't think it
significance
is.
of
It's
having a
fucking-
bird shit on you?
That's what this one says.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You know what? Fuck birds. Except that one that fucking told the cops that.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, I wonder. It's funny. They said they got a little silly, and they said that they asked the bird his name, and they're keeping his identity because there's an ongoing investigation. Which I mean, Brazil, that place is fucking. I think of just crime and shit.
Yeah. I met some people from Brazil.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that the
They were
people are
very
bad.
cool.
It's just that you have to, when there's a billion fucking people.
They had all kinds of weed and coke and everything.
I don't even, is Brazil considered a third world country?
I don't know, man, but I'll tell you, every time I've been to one of those third world countries, I've really partied a lot.
Yeah, because you have that third world aura.
Thanks, pal.
Yeah, you're welcome. Like at any minute you could just catch any disease
And live through it.
and try to live through it. I mean, you definitely don't want.
Lived through it so far.
It's just like one of those things where you don't want to drink the water in Mexico, or
Yeah.
you don't want to eat certain. You can't just go to some country and just eat fucking what they're eating.
Well,
Especially India. You ever watch those videos where they're making that food in the
I've never
street?
been
There's,
to
like,
India.
Flies, man, all
Oh,
over
yeah.
the place. It's like,
That's
fuck,
part of
man.
the
There's
food.
just like livestock 4 feet away. Oh shit!
well, but it's going to be dead soon.
What's that?
That
Yeah, but I don't care if
livestock.
it's dead. It's still fucking standing next to me. That bitch has probably been in the Ganges. Don't put that motherfucker by me.
Well,
I don't want some Indian jungle food.
and then
or
when
whatever,
they,
man.
wash off the poultry and shit, they're washing that in the Ganges too, you think? Or do you think they have...
Everybody, they put their bodies in.
Yeah,
we
but
used to
they have
watch
running
videos of
water
that
and shit, needles.
shit.
They're
Not
not
in the
washing...
ghettos,
They're not washing everything in the Ganges.
but the poor people are.
Yeah, but
Dude, do you know how many people?
what if you don't
There's a
live?
billion motherfuckers.
What
out
if you
there,
don't
dude.
live? Oh, what the fuck?
Should answer it. Talk
What
on
if
the
you
phone.
What if you live far from the Ganges and you can't get there?
Well,
You
then you're
can't
fine,
make it
just 'cause
there.
You probably have money. But obviously, the closer you get in towards the city and the ghetto, the videos are appalling. The
Well-
squalor that these people live in, and I'm not saying that in a bad
Yeah, but
way.
they don't necessarily live right there. They all gather there and chill out. All
No,
the
it shows
Alibabas and
there's
the
homeless,
fucking.
there's fucking ghettos right on the edge of the Ganges. And there's video of these
No,
people in there bathing, and they're fucking.
I understand, but they also have a lot of people out on the street in the along the Ganges, chilling out, just hanging out like it's a street party, man.
Okay, you and I are
They
talking
don't-
about two completely different
They
things.
don't all live right there. All those people that they show are visiting as well, man. People go to the Ganges, but the poor people that live inland can't make it on foot, man. It's too far.
Okay. Well,
So you're telling me they don't get any water if they don't live by the Ganges?
no, they have some sort of plumbing, or they might have wells.
Yeah.
Or wells.
Yeah, they got pipes and shit somewhere.
Okay, man. I mean, are you arguing with me about indoor plumbing right now? That's
I don't
the kind
know
of mood
what-
you're in today.
I don't know what we're talking about.
I know. I can fucking tell, Larry. Jesus, man, you got that fucking. My God, that blue cheese stare in your eyes. Just don't know what the fuck's going on, man. How about I was reading this thing about the veterans that they kicked out of the army. They want them to come back now. Way to
Those
go!
fuckers.
Way to go! They said that they were going to take away their honors and their fucking whatever
Not
they
cool.
earned
Not
and their
cool.
rank. Oh,
Yeah.
they did take away all
Yeah,
of this.
yeah.
And their pensions.
Yeah.
And all the loans and shit. It's like.
They fuck those guys bad.
Yeah, you're just gonna be like, all right, we forget about it now. Come back. Like, no. There's gonna be some fucking negotiations going on here.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that they fucked the most people that are willing to fight for this country. I'm
That-
sure are far and few between.
And it
now.
was all over that stupid fucking shot. That's really, it's so dumb. And it's like, and you want to know, the other thing is, it's funny because like Soros and people like that, all these higher up, the elite, when they go places, when they fly around and they're pilots for their private jets, they want unvaccinated pilots. They don't want a vaccinated pilot because they don't want the motherfucker dropping dead in mid-flight, That's just, it's fucking crazy, man. And
know
they
this for a
made,
fact?
and they made these guys get these shots, the pilots, the army guys, all the service guys, the nurses, the doctors.
Yeah, they forced everybody to do it.
Yeah, and they
did
did.
fascism,
And
basically.
they did,
The
and it
communist
is.
fascist thing.
Yeah.
They said that if you want to work, you have to take this.
Or else.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
you
it.
have to take this.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then
Bye-bye.
these are the circumstances you have to deal with. And we're going to shun you for the next couple of months. No severance packages.
Nothing.
No nothing. You're a fucking pariah. All because you didn't do what they told you to do. Which people are really starting to lose grasp of lately.
First we'll lionize you and say you're so wonderful. You're
You're needed. You're an essential worker.
You're an essential worker. You're so
We
fucking
praise
important.
you. You're heroes. We're gonna bang pots
And then-
and pans for you.
yeah.
Remember when they did that bullshit?
And then we're gonna demonize the shit out of you,
Let me
and we're
see
gonna
some
fire you.
toilet paper, please. Yeah, and then we're gonna vindicate you, and then we're gonna fucking parade you around like you're worse than a pedophile because you didn't fucking do what we told you to do. And that's what I don't care if it's the jab or whatever they want to fucking say.
That's
you
what it
just
is.
didn't do what they told you to do.
That's it.
And we're gonna take everything away from you, and we're gonna tell everybody about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're gonna parade you around like what do you call it? You're Osama bin Laden.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
What?
Software update. Cancel. This fucking computer, man. They want me to update software.
You might have to. But what do you call it? So, I don't think that. I mean, it's crazy that people still think that COVID's still a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, don't
Yeah.
you? That is one thing that is stuck through the news cycle. Slowly in the background, just
It's
waiting
crazy.
to pounce. Just waiting for something to happen. I mean, I don't think I didn't think to some extent Big Pharma and the government are in cahoots, but the government.
You don't?
No, I said to some extent.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
To a
man,
big
you just hear
extent.
what you want to hear today. And are
No,
ready to fight.
I just thought you said you didn't. I'm just saying it's more than to some extent. It's to the fullest extent.
Okay.
But yeah.
No, I've lost my train of thought, but thanks, Larry.
Government and farmers in cahoots.
Yes, they're in cahoots. Okay, but what was I going to say after that? Shit,
Oh
whatever.
man, it
That's fine.
must have been bullshit.
Well, they're not. I mean, what do you call it? They're like with the whole World Economic Forum when these guys were all meeting up, and now Italy says no to that fake meat in the United States. Like, sure, we'll take it. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
What makes you think that? I mean, from a country where they have their food in Italy's great. You hear stories of people go there and they eat like pigs.
And they gain weight.
No, they don't gain any weight because there's no preservatives. Or, you know what I mean? They're eating fresh foods.
No, my dad fucking gained weight like a motherfucker.
Okay, well, you always got to argue with me, right?
I'm just saying.
I know you were just saying.
This is
Son of a
a
bitch.
while back, though. You know,
Well,
maybe now it's different.
I don't know what it is, man. I was just making a statement.
Okay.
I mean, you
Well,
have to
I'm just
attack me
saying.
like
I
that.
don't think. I think that you eat so much because it's so good. Like, you know,
But it's also the food
I went to-
products that are good for you.
I went to
we add so
Germany
much shit
and
to our
fucking
stuff.
lost weight. And, you know,
Think about that. If you go to a fucking grocery store, how many items in the grocery store can last for more than a year? You know,
I don't know. None should
you
be
mean
able
canned
to.
shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like think about
Tuna.
yeah, stuff like
canned
that. They, I don't know. I
peaches.
don't know how much preservatives they add to some of that stuff, but I know. I mean, I told you about that. I used to have a dentist that he had a fucking glass case, and he would put a Happy Meal in the glass case at the beginning of the year and keep it on the receptionist desk, and it wouldn't mold. It would just get hard.
Huh.
Like the preservatives are so bad in it. It's not even real food anymore. And
Oh
that's
my
going
lord.
full circle back to that fake meat shit. Like, why do they want to do that to us? Because they probably want to take the land. Why is Bill Gates buying up all this land? Why are these guys? Why is
That's it.
China buying up all this land?
They want to
because-
starve us out, man.
Well, they want to. They're going to make re-education camps, right?
Yeah.
That's what everything will turn to. You're
Yeah.
going to get these big corporations, and if
Just
you want,
like they did to the Japs during fucking World War II. They put them in internment camps and
Yeah.
fucking
Well, I mean, and that was a
basically
whole sham.
concentration camps.
But that was a sham. Like, the government perpetrated
and
that
they
whole
took
war.
their land.
Well, think about that. The government perpetrated
They
that
took
whole...
their money,
Well,
all their belongings.
They took all of that, but the government perpetrated Pearl Harbor, knew all about it,
yeah,
and still put these people into camps.
Just like 9/11.
Completely demeaning... Well, no, this is a little bit different, but just completely demeaning them and demoralizing them while we backhandedly did this to them.
Yes.
Like, and making it still look to the...
Put 'em-
But that's what they do. They turn us on each other, just like with this Hamas and this fucking... what do you call it? Israeli thing right now. They're just turning us against each other. Everybody knows the United States supports Israel. So what are these people going to do? They're going to go with whoever doesn't go with the government. That's just lemmings. That's what they fucking...
That's
my
it.
friend does this, and if I don't like this, then my friend won't like me. Or I can't be friends with these people because I'm pro-Israel and they're pro-Hamas. So now they're just dividing us. And now you start finding like-minded people. And the internet is, the catalyst for that.
Yeah, but I don't think the real world is dividing up on that because most people, it's very few that are pro-Hamas. It's just that they are so vocal and so fucking riled up and they go out in the street and...
Well, these kids have been used to rioting.
Yeah, and they just want to get into any protest they can because it's fucking fun and they miss doing it. And it was fun in 2020 and it was, it was George Floyd. That was great because we got to go riot.
They just released a new George Floyd thing.
We need a new thing. Yeah.
It's supposed to be very good.
Yeah, all how fucking fucked up that was and how they lied.
It's still fucked up.
How
This
the
guy's
police
in
chief
jail.
lied on TV.
Well, it's come out and it's said that,
It's fucking crazy.
It's really crazy about what happened there. It really is because
when he did that move, I forgot what they called it, but
it was like an MIT or
yeah,
it was like a
minimum
maneuver, something like that.
And it was to keep the guy down, and it's to put the knee on the back like they did, and fucking all the cops said, yeah, that's a thing they teach us.
And
every
the
cop
training
knew
manual.
It's the
It
train.
was in the training manual.
And so when the chief said, "Oh, I never that's not an approved move,"
the dude just
he
lied, man. And then the dude's mom showed the manual with it written in there, and they struck it down in court.
Yeah.
Like, they just needed a fucking scapegoat for all of this, and they didn't look at any... It's crazy, our judicial system, the way that it is right now.
And they don't care if
you're
a
not
fucking
even-
guy goes away for more than 20 fucking years.
You're not even innocent until proven guilty anymore. The internet deems you guilty right off the bat,
Yeah.
and then if you're dealing with the government, you don't have any leeway
You don't
with
stand a
their-
fucking chance.
No, they have deep pockets with our money.
Yeah.
They could throw anybody at you. Well, they're fucking, what do you call that? Well, they have Biden's in there right now. These people that just lie, blatantly lie. Like, that's trendy when you're in the government now.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the Democrats being like, hey, fuck you, we can do whatever we want.
They used to try and hide it and try not to get caught in a lie. Now they just fucking outright lie. They'll contradict themselves one sentence to the fucking next.
Hey, listen, I like a good hooker party, but
Me too.
these guys are out of control.
That used to be the only lie that they knew that they were telling was when they went home to their wife after the convention or whatever.
I don't know about that.
Now they all just lie the whole time. All they fucking do is lie. Every fucking thing out of their mouths, man.
Or sidestep, or it's easy to do that shit, right? 'Cause the American people are fucking...
So gullible.
Just- yeah.
Everyone believes it. Oh, let's believe them. Oh, they said it
Things are
on.
great.
They said it on TV. It must be true.
Yeah, things are great right now.
Oh, they're
everybody's-
wonderful.
It's not like you have a sort of barometer to compare these couple years to a couple years ago to the years before that.
What do you mean you don't? Sure
Joke,
you do.
Larry.
Yeah. Hey, Bidenomics is great. Just ask Joe.
Oh, man.
Fucking, you know what? It's a time.
Sit down. You can't see you.
Wait, though, you see that?
No, don't do it like that. Just put it on.
Fortune cookie. 500.
That was awful theatric. theatrical.
I was trying a different angle.
Yeah, I don't like that. Just put it right here next time.
All right. Well, we'll ring it again during this skit. Don't worry. Okay. This one was. This was Mary's fortune cookie. We'll just hold it up when we ring it.
Okay. I'll hold it for you.
This was Mary's fortune cookie the other day
Right.
when I got, last time I read mine. This was the one Mary got, and it's so ironic that this was hers.
Okay. You will be married to a doofus.
How did you guess? You will find inspiration to do that thing you've been putting off. So.
That's it.
Yeah,
There should be a second part to that.
You'll
It
find
feels
inspiration to do that thing you've been putting off.
So
and
more
if any,
procrastinating.
and if anyone knew Mary,
She's a procrastinator.
oh my Lord,
I love her to death.
big time.
She's my lawyer, but
She's a procrastinator.
uh-huh.
And
So wait, we read that one more time.
you will find inspiration to do that thing you've been putting off.
I really love how they like write it sort of in that Asian sentiment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
You will find inspiration to do that thing you've been putting off.
I can see you like kneeling down on the ground, or just crouching on the ground, having a cigarette.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's
Kinda
do
weak.
These things really? Do you think these things really give anybody?
We're going back to the book next time, people. This sucks.
I do know people who have had fortune cookies like in their car, or not fortune cookies, but the fortunes. Kept one in their car.
Yeah.
Kept one on their fridge.
Yeah.
It's like
They see one they like and they keep it. Okay. The lucky numbers, and again,
lucky number.
if you win any kind of lotto, you got to split with us. Lucky number 1, 5.
Wait. Lucky number 1.
Yes.
So that's the first number's 1.
Yes.
Okay.
First number, 1.
We need to
Lucky number
you know,
1.
You know what'd be funny if we got, how they do the balls for the, they had we had fortune cookies inside of it going around.
That'd be cool. Next lucky number 5.
Lucky number 5.
Next lucky number 20.
Lucky number 20. She had.
Next lucky number 29. Next
Must
number,
be German.
lucky number 42. 42.
This one's gonna get us blocked.
And next lucky number 57.
Man, how many fucking numbers were there?
There's
6?
yeah.
Damn.
And then this
Oh,
one,
you gotta scan that on your phone.
this one says play poker, win Bitcoin. So you could win some Bitcoin.
Yeah, we'll scan it, see what it says.
And this one, you could win $1 million. So what we're going to do now is we're going to play an at-home game. And I know, I'm sorry for you people that are listening on Spotify or another outlet that doesn't have picture.
You're gonna show the QR code?
Yes. Now you're going to be able to scan this from home, people, and this is to
think so.
win. This is to win Bitcoin.
That one's to win Bitcoin. More Larry's autistic corner. He just can't help himself.
Okay, that's the Bitcoin one. This next one is to win this is to win $1 million.
I mean, if you really type this in your phone, you're gonna get some weird Chinese shit, some sort of virus. The
Definitely
Ching-chong
gonna get
virus.
Hey, this is a game you could play at home, and if you could
I would
win
advise against doing that. You don't want the enemy in your phone.
You
I
could
mean, if you have
definitely-
TikTok, they're already in your phone.
you
But,
could win $1 million on the Larry and Needle Show.
well, I mean,
Or
yeah,
some Bitcoin.
technically we are a third party in that, right? So we
Yeah.
kind of gave the numbers out, so
Yeah.
we should get some sort of skim off of that.
Well, here's the thing. I
What's
put
the
out
thing?
the code, and now I guess who would be the first one to scan it would be the one to get that one, unless they let you do multiple times on one code.
Okay.
I doubt it.
Probably. I don't know how that shit works.
I don't either.
It's way
so.
above my pay grade. I don't understand QR codes. I don't understand.
So that is.
Is that was the end of the fortune cookie?
That's
500?
fortune cookie 500.
Oh, thank you, Davison, for the gong.
So you never know. There could be a fucking millionaire out there right now. Waiting
Yeah,
to
well,
happen.
we haven't released the show yet, so it can't be right now.
You know what I mean.
Yeah,
As
wait a
when they
couple
see
days.
it. When they see it.
When they see it.
Yeah.
Well.
Okay. Where's my? All right, we're gonna go to Krav Maga soon, so I think I'm gonna say my list.
Yeah, we can end it. We got.
I want to thank Jesus Christ. Thank you, Jesus.
Thanks, Jesus.
Thanks, God.
Thanks, God.
The Holy Spirit. Thank
Holy
you.
Spirit. Send us some space, weed, and coke.
Alex, my nephew.
Thanks, Shorty.
That was fun yesterday, dude. Went to my mom's and had pizza and stuff.
Nice.
No Shirt Nick,
Put a shirt on.
Haskola, Stoney, Bobby, Frankie the Beard.
You've been waiting to say that, right?
No, I'm laughing at what you said
What?
about Bobby.
Oh.
Kiki,
Thanks for the camera, Kiki.
my dad,
Man, I love that story.
Groucho. I don't know where Groucho.
He's
He
right
went-
there on the ground, thank God.
Oh.
I saw him.
Chris,
Hope you get better, brother.
Matthew,
You still get
Russ, Davey, Zodiac, Mr. X,
Mr. X, shout out.
Georgie,
Yeah, Georgie.
Mary, Harmy, Hilly, Sherry, Jay,
We're gonna
Chrissy,
wrestle you. Love you, Jerry.
Becky, Tiffany, and let's not forget
Who we got? Who can't we forget, Larry?
Tom's Free Clinic, Automotive and Veterinarian Services.
Services.
Tom's Free Clinic. They're the best in town.
If your if your cat's got cat AIDS and Dr. Fauci's on his way, definitely call Tom's Free Clinic.
Definitely. You don't want
I muffed
Fauci.
that one at the beginning. Shit.
Yeah, well, you don't
One
want
job.
Fauci touching your cat.
You don't want Fauci touching anybody. He's like
Yeah.
the angel of death. He's like the legal Dr. Kevorkian.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all he is.
He really is.
But I mean, does this guy really have that much sway and that much pull?
He's their,
Well,
you
he's
know,
the head of the CDC. Or
Yeah.
he was the head of the CDC.
it's like one of Hitler's little guys. Did Joseph Goebbels really have that much sway and that much pull?
Himmler, yeah, both of them
Yeah,
guys
he
did,
did.
yeah.
And
I don't
that's
know, but
Fauci.
I don't know if that analogy really works.
Fauci's got more. Fauci's got more power than Biden had.
Huh?
Fauci had more power than Biden.
I don't know about that.
He did.
No. I think there's a conglomerate of variables that are pushing back Big Joe, and this
He doesn't-
is a lot easier to control than the President of the United States. It's a lot easier to control. You can bypass a lot of shit. You can do
The
anything.
CDC controls everything.
I just said that it's a lot easier to control that, though, than the president, though. There's
The CDC controls the president too. They lie to
Well,
him
yeah, if
and
they
tell
say-
him what they think, and
Yeah,
he
if they
doesn't
say
know
that
because
shit's
he's
gonna
not a
get-
doctor.
If they say shit's going to get bad, then you have to listen.
Well, not anymore. Now we know that they're fucking
I'm saying
liars.
at that point in time, if the CDC's like, hey, everybody needs to go inside, there's going to be a chemical weapon used, everybody's going to go inside.
I wouldn't believe them.
Well, the general majority of the population, how's that? People that still, and if you had a family, it'd be different too.
Hopefully, Larry and Needles listeners
know what I mean?
will be smart enough to go outside when they tell you to stay inside.
Yeah, there you go. Listen to Larry's advice. When they say, hey, there's going to be a chemical weapons attack, please
You run out there and take a
to the
deep
public-
breath.
Run to the public pool. Do a couple laps.
That's
see
what I'm going
happens.
to do. I'll see you down there. I'll be at your local pool waiting for you.
Okay, I don't think that's going to work. All right, let's end this thing, Hot Rod.
All right. Now I put on my official producer hat. Get this shit all straightened up.
You stink.
Dude, you could suck it. Fucking chooch. I'm sure the people out there already know you're fucking
You
chooch.
can't even finish it. I love when you can't even get your own jokes out. Cracking yourself
you're-
up over there. Look at you.
Shut your pie hole.
Retarded in the corner.
All right, people. Now this is going to be our theme song. And I got to push a couple buttons simultaneously. It's really fucking crazy. Switch my speaker, camera. We got to get our logo. Here it is. This is very important too for the YouTube viewers, so they could.
I mean, how long is this going to take?
All right, y'all.
I mean, geez, man, what an outro.
Thanks for tuning in. We love you. Tell your friends. Don't forget. Always have a good time.
Very
Peace.
final thoughts.
Larry and Needle Show.